I'm going to make a promise to you. This is going to be the best, most interesting segment you and I have ever done.
Don't do that.
You know why?
No, because
I got 2 words.
No.
Can I go? Can I go?
No, you got to let me interrupt.
We do not want to delay a single thing. Welcome back to Under Oath. I got 2 words that will make it the most interesting segment ever. Ashley Madison.
If you don't deliver on this promise, it's like when someone oversells a movie.
Why are you wasting it? We have so much to do here.
Okay, impress me.
We have so much to do.
Impress me.
A documentary just came out on Netflix, and I thought I knew a lot about Ashley Madison and what happened. Not even a clue. It's a 3-episode series called Sex, Lies, and Cyber Attacks. Okay? Dude, I didn't even know. I didn't even know how bad this was. Now,
well, everyone knew that they got hacked.
Oh,
right.
I mean, I didn't know what this company did.
That was big news for like a few days.
Okay. Toronto company. Okay, this is the way this works. You got the CEO. His name is Noel Biderman or Bitterman. He has an idea. He wakes up one morning and goes, "There's a lot of dating sites," and he heard the fact that a lot of people on these dating sites are there to cheat on their spouses. And the idea hits him. What if the site was just 4 people cheating on their husbands?
Isn't that all of those sites, though, really?
But this one is telling you, boom, we're going to do this.
Puts it out there specifically.
Yes. So
even though all of those sites can be used to cheat on your spouse, this one was like, hey, we know you're cheating on your spouse. Come use us.
And they don't even know how to advertise it. They have no clue how to advertise this. So the guys originally are a bunch of dudes sitting in the conference room going, I'll put a bunch of sexy girls up here and guys will sign up. And they did. But the problem is women didn't. Now, what I didn't know was this. Women got
to 80,000 dudes and 3 ladies.
It was a sausage factory on this website. So what happens is this. They go, okay, we'll change our thing. We'll get some women. The women get to sign up for free.
Well, how do you know that there was so few women? Like was that part of the document?
Oh, the numbers came out.
Oh, okay.
The numbers came. Everyone kept saying, well, this doesn't make sense. I go, well, 40% of the people on the site are women. And every woman goes, that seems a little high. But we're stupid. You tell us a fact. We'll believe you. And they had all these things at the bottom of their things that said, oh, protected, your security. Shh. Everything had like some woman with her finger to her mouth. Like it's all going to be a secret. You're protected no matter what.
Yeah, so that's the draw. Like
unhackable site.
You are going to be totally safe using our site. Don't worry about it.
Okay. They had almost no security. They had a bunch of badges they made up. You know, at the bottom where it says security value with the check mark, they would just make them up in Photoshop. These were like little security badges that companies that didn't even exist.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Holy.
So all these dudes are signing up.
Oh my God, what a.
Now, everything seems to be going good. There's 37 million subscribers. Now, how do men get, how do they make money? Well, the women sign up for free. The men sign up, and every interaction, they get, let's say, 50 interactions. And they pay like $100 for 50. So you pay like $1 a message, $1 a message. So when one of the girls says, hey, how you doing, Bob? You look good. And he goes, oh, thanks. $1. So that's how you get them. And guys are paying it. It's on their credit cards, and they're doing this stuff. Suddenly, all these guys from the company in Toronto, in Canada, weird, how all this stuff happens in Canada. Guy shows up to the office, everyone shows up, and on everyone's screen, there's like rock music and a warning. If you do not close your company in 30 days, we will release everybody's information.
Wow.
And it's signed the Impact Team. That's the hacker group. I
assume it's not the Impact Team from Ashley Madison.
No. The Impact Team. It
wasn't some rogue department within the company.
They can't do anything. They can't get in there.
So they didn't threaten them like, give us money.
No.
Give us money or we'll release. They just said,
exactly.
Shut down now.
30 days.
I wonder who did that.
Okay.
I'll bet you it was one of those guys.
They never.
I'll bet you the Impact Team was.
They don't know. So what happens is
you are not happy with Ashley Madison.
They hire one of the top hacking teams on the planet to figure it out. They go in there.
Ashley Madison?
Ashley Madison. And they don't contact the police.
Of course not.
Because they're going, oh, no, we're going to lose our reputation. We'll be out. Now, you have to realize they've been warned that all this stuff is going to come out. And they're going, well, they're trying to go public. Believe it or not, they think they can go public with this company because it makes a lot of money.
Fake security things that they photoshopped onto their website?
Yeah.
They didn't think somebody was going to...
They only cared about the money.
I guess so.
They were making $100 million a year. So about a week into it, somehow it gets out that there's been a hack. The Toronto police show up. Hey, this is a crime. And they're like, yeah, we're not going to work with you.
The Toronto police wasn't going to work with them after that?
Ashley Madison says, we have our own team. Don't worry about it.
Oh, wow.
The problem is people on their own team thinks it might be a scam, that the people from Ashley Madison are actually doing it. And this is how smart and I wanted you to know, I saw the guy, and here's the thing. He goes, yeah, I was, and maybe it's the way they cut this documentary, but this dude looked almost useless. He goes, yeah, we were focusing on that it was somebody in the company who was doing it. I'm going, with no evidence. We just spent 2 weeks, 3 weeks. They don't have a clue. Then they find
there was no evidence that it was actually hacked.
No, they had evidence that it was hacked, but they don't know who it was. There's no. The Impact team has never existed.
They know for sure it was hacked, not just somebody saying it was hacked.
No, it was hacked, and they have no clue who the Impact team is. It's never existed
somebody
before.
That worked there could just say it was hacked.
Could have been.
And downloaded all the names.
It could be an internal hack, of course.
Yeah.
But here's the problem: 30 days hits.
They don't think it's going to happen.
It happens.
Oh.
The dump happens. Everybody's name, information, everything else. So what you do have is right after it, divorces, suicides, ended relationships, violent acts, bankruptcies. Everything happens to this company. And this is where it sucks. You have people who've been holding themselves out as good religious people. Like, for example, one of the couples on there, this woman was talking about her husband was a good guy, everything else, but she didn't pay attention to some of the signs. The guy wound up killing himself. He worked for a religious school, and the day after the hack, he goes into class, and they say, could you come to see the president? And they fire him because it's a religious school, and they have moral clauses and stuff like that.
Yeah, of course.
So he gets fired, he goes home and kills himself. That's just one of the documented deaths.
Wow. That was in the documentary?
Yeah.
Anyone else that killed themselves? Or just the one guy?
They said people did.
I mean, I guess you wouldn't even know for sure.
Well, they do. Well, some people knew, but they didn't. I guess nobody else was willing to go on camera.
They don't even know. I mean, how would you know? Like, some guy could have killed himself, and for the reason that his name was included, but didn't tell anybody.
Now the CEO, he hauls ass immediately. But here's one thing that cut me up. Before they get caught, this guy, Noel Biderman, is going on to every network, doing news shows, everything else, talking about how the company's great and how it's important and that this isn't disgusting. And trust me, my wife, we have a monogamous relationship, but my wife, Amanda, she's on board with this. She understands the need for it. And they actually use his wife on a bunch of their billboards to advertise the company. These are our wives. And the wife is like going, yeah, this seems cool. Yeah, let's go with this. And this is the definition of a good woman. A good woman will stand by their man in the most crazy situations. What do you want to do, honey? I want to create a website for people to cheat on their spouses. That sounds great. I mean, if you're somebody's wife, how do you even think about going 10 seconds down that road with him?
I have an idea. Hey, babe, look at the bank account.
Oh, money.
Oh, my God. Yeah. Are you kidding me?
All right. Well, this is where things get good. They released, after the dump, 7 days later, they release all of the CEO's emails.
Oh, no. Was he talking about his wife? Like in an uncharitable way in the emails?
It wasn't that he was talking about his wife. It was all the escorts he was ordering. Using the company email. I'm talking ordering 2 at once. I'm looking for something between 18 and 20.
2 at once. Oh my God. Well, that probably became valuable to her for her divorce.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a lot of money to be made there, right? So
I don't know the divorce laws in Toronto, but if I was this woman, and I got to tell you, I feel completely horrified for her. If she didn't know that he was doing all this stuff, She goes out there and she's the face of this cheating website.
Listen. I am firmly convinced that there are some marriages where they just have an understanding. Like, look, you've seen them, right? You've seen, like,
We're not talking the upside down pineapple
dude
people.
You can ever imagine.
Not the
and
upside down pineapple.
The gorgeous centerfold type of lady, and you can't tell me that, oh my gosh, this is true love, even though she's 23 and he's 59.
Oof.
You can't tell me that's true love.
What's a fair age?
I
What's a fair age for how far can you bat below your hat before you think it's funny?
I think you can't go past 20.
20?
You go past 20
maybe 16.
and then maybe.
How about 16?
Maybe 16 is a little close for me. So you get a little close.
Craig's like going, that would be exactly 15 years, 232 days. No. But for her.
I'm telling you, she's one of those wives that was probably, listen, you do what you need to do on the side. And she probably like, I don't want to have sex with this guy anyway. He's fat. He's ugly. He's disgusting. I'm tired of him. Please go get whatever lady you need to get. And I'll be on our yacht with the pool boy.
I don't think that was
happening. Or the groundsman.
I don't think that was happening.
Or the lawn guys.
I don't think that was
Or
happening.
all of them at the same time.
The big sale was that they were in a monogamous relationship, and yes, he owned the company, but they both supported what other people were doing.
No way. I think she pretended.
Okay, well, how about we not guess what she felt or didn't feel? The fact is this: all of his emails came out about. And this wasn't like 5 years later. He was still doing this stuff when he got caught.
And not hiding it. So that's why she probably
Well, he was hiding it.
No, he's using his company email.
Well, he didn't know. How many times?
Well, did they say the exact email address? Was it his name?
Yeah,
it was his company? All right, so he's not really trying to hide it.
No, he wasn't good at it. There's a difference.
Well, if you're using your name in an email, you're not trying to hide it at all.
Point was this. It comes out that he's this big cheater, and he's not the only one. These two religious vloggers, who, a cute couple, really cute couple. I mean, they were doing fun videos about their kids and how great they're in love and how religious they are and everything else like this. The dump happens, and this dude is in the airport with his wife heading off to a convention where they're going to be promoting their vlogging series and everything. And as the dump happens, he hears about that this dump from Ashley Madison is going to happen.
He types his wife's name in.
He's sweating because he knows.
Oh, he's on the site.
He's on the site.
Okay.
So what does he do? He does what every man does in that situation.
What? Tell me, Jeff. What does every man do in that situation?
Okay,
so
he realizes
he definitely knows he's on the list.
He knows he's like.
Okay.
So what he says to her is, "Listen, I was on the site. We were just sending emails back and forth, but nothing else. Nothing else." So she's good with it, and of course they do the apology email where he goes, God forgave me and everything else. And that email is the most horrific thing I've ever seen. And I don't know how anybody could even click send on that one because he like smiles at the end. And she goes, God has forgiven him. He's forgiven him. I've forgiven him.
This is just a snapshot of like one of the guys using Ashley Madison. All right, did they have any like snapshots of like ladies? Like a lady probably wouldn't let her face be shown. No, as I'm a user.
No, only the men.
Right?
Only the men.
Yeah.
Only the men. And you know why? Hold on. The reason why, and this is where things get filthy. Filthy. Disgusting. Ooh. Remember we mentioned that number that they were claiming 40% of the women on the website were women?
That the women said, that seems a little high, but yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Everybody at the company knew why. Because most of the women didn't exist. They were bots.
Are you...
Yeah.
That's unbelievable.
And they glossed over it.
Hold on. So these guys are risking their marriages.
Yes.
They're risking humiliation.
Yes.
They're risking everything.
Everything.
To talk to no one.
A bot. And they don't realize
no one.
And they're paying like $1 every time they respond to the bot.
What was the guy's name? Noel Bitterman. How's he not serving like 1,000 years?
How do you not go to
in Leavenworth?
I don't know the law in Toronto. I'm licensed in 18 states here, but Toronto has to have fraud.
That's got to be like a death penalty. That kind of fraud has to be death penalty.
Oh.
When you fraud millions of people like that,
you're buying credits. You're buying credits. You're buying credits to talk to people. So what happened is these bots are reaching out to talk to them first. You're not just clicking.
It's the biggest scam. Oh. It's the biggest scam there is. It's like going to SeaWorld and paying to feed their dolphins. You ever do that?
No, because
you
you
go
want
to SeaWorld?
No,
they got to feed the dolphins
No, what
anyway.
would have been worse if they're saying you feed the dolphins and that's the dolphin. You realize it's not a dolphin.
It's not it's it's a catfish.
Wait a minute. It's a catfish. Yes. It's a catfish. Now, hold on. This is
I fed the dolphins.
So the company's $100 million a company a year, okay? So how much of that money is made off fraud?
All of it. What do you mean? What do you mean?
I would say you could say 50%.
More than that.
With bots, 50%.
What was the percentage of actual women versus bots?
They don't even know. It was that bad. They're going,
there's
everybody in the company knew. Everybody in the company knew.
There's probably like 8 actual females, and the rest were actual bots.
They were meeting people. But let's say it was half. So half the money earned, it's fraud.
See, I don't think women are joining the site like that.
And hey, hold on. This is where it gets better. And they glossed over this. And I don't know why they glossed over it, because they go, oh, just show the people cheating. That'll be fun. I guess that you have failed me, this documentary, because the good stuff, you have to pay $20 to delete your profile permanently. And they go, for $20 extra, you just can't hop off. You can delete. You could cancel your thing, but to get everything deleted, it's an extra $20. So they've made millions of dollars off this permanent deletion click. And they don't delete it.
Guess. Yeah, I was just going to say.
They don't delete it. There's nobody to do it. They're just billing people. So, and they had the sales guy there who's this, I don't know, I can't even describe this dude. He was just a clown character who used to work in
sales guy.
One of the sales guys for Ashley Madison.
They needed sales guys?
Yes. Of course you do. You have to advertise. You have to figure it out. You can figure out new plans and new gifts and shit.
Well, so this guy went out and like recruited girls to sign up?
What they did was online, everything else, promotion, stuff like that. But the problem you have is this, and this is how I'm so sick, because he goes, yeah, we were celebrating it, that this add-on, has made us millions. The millions of people trying to get off are going to pay the 20 so that it can never come back to bite them.
But
nothing happened. They didn't do anything with it.
It's fraud.
Oh, it's absolute fraud. So class action lawsuit, they're going, we're going to get $760 million. Somehow, this lawsuit settles for $11 million. Not even 1/10 of the revenue they make a year.
Oh, man, that was just...
What?
Well, here's the problem with class action.
It might be weird law.
Here's the problem with class action lawsuits. Because the guy bringing the class, he gets a huge share of it. And the attorneys representing the class, they get their percentage right off the top. So for them, $11 million, that was a quick $3 or $4 million for the attorneys, and probably $1 million for the guy.
I mean, you're talking about...
That's why.
And how there were no criminal cases. How this wasn't criminal.
That's shocking.
Is it? Now, none of these people went to jail. None of these people were even charged with a crime. You stole millions of dollars, and you knew you were doing it. Now, a company could say, well, you can't find a company liable for a criminal case. You can go after them. But the fact is this, if you're an officer of this corporation and you know you're committing fraud.
The board of directors has to know that there are bots being used.
Of course. Everybody in the company knew.
The law should be that if you're involved in a company like that, you have to whistleblow. Because if you get caught later on and it's shown that you knew and you didn't do anything, that should be an enhancer. You should do double the prison time.
But $11 million total.
That's nothing. I mean, it was a lot to the people who settled. The law firm that brought that class action, I mean, if they had gone to trial, my God, they would have gotten hundreds of millions, right?
Yeah, easy. Now, the weird thing was this. I brought up this couple, Sam Rader and Nina Rader, and they were Christian vloggers. And
the one who's okay with God now, he was forgiven, remember?
Well, that's what he said. And then what happens is his brother or somebody calls and says, listen, you're going to have to tell her everything or I'm going to tell.
Uh-oh. We got family drama on top of...
What happened was this guy was having multiple affairs, strip clubs, massage parlors, and everything. And he's got to come out now and tell her.
Or his brother's going to tell him. What did he do to his brother?
I don't know. I don't know. But what
Can you imagine?
What happens is this couple is like woven through this whole thing. So when people think I'm picking on them and using them, no, they were in this they were the documentary. They're like a third of the documentary. And here's the kicker. Ashley Madison still exists.
Does it really?
And they currently have over... Hold on.
Who would trust this site now?
Wait. Here it goes. And they have over 80 million
Stop
subscribers.
it. There is no way. There's that many people who are stupid enough to use Ashley Madison after it was hacked. There's not enough dumb people in the world.
One word for you. One word will wrap this all up for you. America.